How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about how to get your first pull-up, and we're going to do that by laying out a list of progressions that can really help you attack it and have you doing pull-ups in no time. So let's get into it. Alright, so this is going to be like a progression video you've never seen before. And that's mainly just because you haven't probably ever seen somebody talk about pull-ups while wearing a one-of-a-kind Golden Girl straight out of Miami cutoff. Am I right? I gotta be right. If there's another person doing videos like this with a tee like that, let me know, because I want to go subscribe to their channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do yourself a favor and click the button down below. If you haven't already watched my video about Grease the Groove and want all the details on that, I'll post a link below and there'll be a card here that you can click on. I promise you that if you give these progressions a go and seriously focus on the building blocks, working your way through all of them, you'll be doing pull-ups in no time. The first time I walked into the CrossFit gym that I used to go to, my coach asked me if I could do a pull-up. I said sure, and did one of these kicking and screaming and wriggling around pull-ups that dropped down, and he was like, yeah, we're gonna count that as a 0. Because I didn't have this foundation. So that's what we're talking about today. Get into the progressions. Progression number 1, just hanging from a pull-up bar. If you cannot do a dead hang from a pull-up bar, you're not gonna be able to do any pull-ups, like if you can't just hang from it. So start by just trying to hang for like 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. And if you can do that, then we're gonna move on to the next step. Progression number 2 is an active hang. So what you're gonna see here is you're gonna see me starting in a dead hang, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna think about kind of squeezing my scapula together and pulling myself into a more active hang. You'll see the space created kind of around my ears. Instead of my shoulders being way up by my ears in a dead hang, there'll be space there because I'm kind of pulling down just with like my shoulder blades, pulling down with that back muscles to create that space and feel an active hang. And you want to progress this much the same way. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. You can get up to that level. Then we're going to start playing with some bent arm hangs. Progression 3, top of the pull-up hang. In this instance, you're going to see me basically jump up to the top, and I'm just going to hold myself up at the top for as long as I can. Ideally, you know it, 5, 10, 15 second holds up at the top. Additionally, at the same time you're working on bent arm hangs, you can mix it up by throwing in slow controlled eccentric pull-ups, which is where you will jump up to that top position and then slowly lower yourself down to the bottom. I like to kind of combine these. Once you're feeling like you have a decent level of control, you might hop up to the top, hold for 5, 10 seconds, and then slowly lower down to the bottom. The next step here, you're probably well on your way to a pull-up if you don't already realize that. If you can hang in the top of a pull-up for 15 seconds, do a slow controlled negative where you're counting to at least like 5 seconds or more before you hit that bottom, and then are able to kind of maintain a active hang position at the bottom, you've got all the building blocks there. One last thing you can try that I like is you're gonna jump up to the top, lower a little bit, and then pull back up. And lower a little bit and pull back up. Work in that top range. You don't want to hang out here for a long time though, because you'll start to build those bad habits for those little kind of short bent arm pull-ups, and that's not a real pull-up. We want to work the full range of motion. So if you can keep it going a little bit further down and a little bit further down, in no time, like, you'll be there. We worked this with my wife. Put up a pull-up bar, actually this exact pull-up bar, in our master bathroom, and she literally went from like no pull-ups to having 1, 2 to 3 pull-ups in like a month. And she used a grease the groove style method where just whenever she walked through, she'd jump up, hang on it, or hold at the top, or just try a little bit of a pull-up, and that added up real quick. I will post a link to my Grease the Groove video so you can check that out, kind of get an idea of what that's all about. and maybe that'll help you out. If you give these tips a try, please check out my social media down below. Drop me a link to your video, and I would love to see it and have a chance to share in your success with you. I appreciate you for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.